Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising friends. My name is LaChan with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your mid-February 2017 Love and Romance Lenormand prediction and Oracle guidance reading. I'm not going to go into a long introduction here, so I would, of course, like to say, as always, thank you so much for all of you for thumbs upping my videos, for liking them, for sharing my videos. I see that I've been getting a lot more likes and shares, so I truly appreciate that from all of you. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. For my old subscribers as well as my new subscribers, I appreciate all the support that I've been getting from you guys. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please email me at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. I will be happy to set something up with you. Also, I'm having a blast helping you all find your lost items. So if you have been looking for something, you need help locating something, please send me an email, powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. All the information is below. I will be happy to help you out with finding your lost items. These are general readings. This is going to be a general reading for those born under the Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Pisces. So if these messages do not resonate with you, please check your Moon and Rising sign videos as well. If these messages still don't resonate with you, please check back next month because it's possible that they will then. Okay, everyone. So what I did is I did a short Lenormand prediction for you all, and then I'm going to do a longer Oracle guidance reading for you. So the Lenormand prediction cards that I pulled for you are, first we have the whips. And I want to say that I didn't use these for Pisces for my for my February videos, and I'm using these cards now. These are actually cards that I made and I love them. I think they're really cool. Like this one has Betty Page on it, and of course I do not own the rights to these images. I feel like I should say that in order to not get get in some kind of trouble, but I did make the cards and I made this deck. So the first card that we have here is the whips. Next we have stork. Third, the birds, or my deck, the cats, from Lady and the Tramp. Okay, so from what I can see with these three cards, there will be some of you Pisces who, there's different scenarios that can happen here, because for one, the whips card can deal with arguments. It can deal with a repetitive action doing the same thing over and over again, such as sex and physical activity. So because this is a love and romance reading, I'm going to interpret this through either arguments or it can have to do with sex. With the stork deals with changes and improvements. And then the birds, the owls, or the cats card deals with gossip, and it can also deal with chatter and couples, because there's two here. So it can deal with a couple, usually an older couple, but in love and romance, it can deal with someone just being in a relationship. So the different scenarios that I see here are, so when it comes to the whips card standing for arguments and disagreements and things like that. So there looks like there can be, sorry guys, I don't know what happened. I just accidentally pushed the stop button on the video. So, okay, let's get back into it. So we have here the whips, the stork, and the birds. So the whips card, when it comes to arguments, it can mean, taking these three cards together, it can mean that some of you are experiencing arguments about the need to move on in your relationship. So it could be arguments about the need to move forward, the need to move on in your relationships. Okay, there can be a lot of talking, a lot of discussion with these two cards, a lot of talking, a lot of discussion. And I'm not going to say that there may not be pleasant discussions, but discussions nonetheless about needing to move forward, needing to make changes, needing to improve your relationship in mid-February 2017. And the stork card also deals with pregnancy. So there could be some of you who are working on pregnancy, or there could be some of you, see we have here the whips, which is the sex card, and then this, which is a pregnancy card, and we have 2, so an expansion. So even though the choices card usually represents the expansion, but we have 2 here. So there could be some of you who are working on getting pregnant, who are trying to get pregnant, or who are having a lot of arguments about becoming pregnant, or arguments about something like that. There could be some discussion, some arguments about the need to improve communication, or it could just be that your sex improves in February, in mid-February. So it could be that the sex improves with in your couple, with your significant other. Okay, so those are the predictions that I have for you. And now let's get to your oracle guidance. Okay, everyone. So I pulled 4 cards for you. And I'm taking the card on the bottom of the deck as the overall energy. And the card that came out on the bottom of the deck is number 25, round and round. Let me see that. Okay, round and round. So this card actually came out in the reverse position. However, in the upright, oh, I'm sorry, no, this card did come out in the upright. So this card comes out in the upright, and round deals with cycles that have been repeating themselves, cycles that need to end, repeating a lesson over and over again. So repeating a karmic lesson or something like that over and over again. So this is saying that there could be something going on in mid-February in your love and relationships where there is some kind of lesson that has not been learned. So it could be a situation where you all of a sudden look up and you're like, how did I get back here again? How did I get in the same type of situation? You could have placed yourself in a situation, or you could be placing yourself in a situation in which, for example, say there was a difficult relationship in the past, and it's because of a certain dynamic between you and another person, and you have moved on from this person or moved on from this type of situation, and now you find yourself in a similar situation with a totally different person. This is saying that it's not the person who you're with, or it's not this person that is creating this dynamic that may be causing some kind of difficulties for you. It's not this person. It is that you're going through a cycle. You're going through a lesson in which you need to learn for your growth and for your expansion, and in order to move forward to have better, happier, healthier relationships. So this card resonates a 7 energy because it's number 25. And a 7 energy has to do with introspection, wisdom, and it can also do with spirituality. So these may be things that can be useful to you in the ending portion of February, going inside and looking at why you are repeating this cycle, or how this lesson, whatever lesson, how it is repeating itself in your life, and the reasons for that. And this is also saying that now you are in a position to where you've seen yourself in this cycle over and over again, and now you're standing at a higher ground in which you can now see the issue, the underlying issue, or you can now see how this process is taking place, why it is taking place. And that's saying that from this position, you now have the power to move forward and do something different in order to get out of this round and round and round cycle. So the first card that I pulled out here is By the Book in the reverse. This is a card in the upright. And in the upright, By the Book speaks to going with tradition, doing things by the book. So doing things as they have always been done. Okay? And in the reverse, this is speaking about going about things in a new way. And it's speaking about challenging whatever is limiting your progress. Okay? One thing I notice here is, wow. Okay. All 3 of these cards that I pulled, all resonate in 11 energy. And an 11 is a master number, which has to do with intuition, which has to do with spirituality, and it also has to do with, in some cases, in some cultures, some beliefs, it has to do with rebellion and revolt, which also speaks to this by the book card, because this is saying to revolt against past patterns, past behaviors. Okay, this is saying to make some changes in the way that you go about things, the way that you go about relationships. Okay, this is saying to take a stand, and this is saying when you do something new, doing something new is not always comfortable, because change is not always comfortable. So going about things in a new way may not be comfortable. However, this is saying to go about these things anyway. Okay, focus on what you want as opposed to what others want from you. You don't have to go by the book. Don't go by the book. Don't go by what others expect of you, what others want for you. Go about things in your own unique way. Okay, so this is also saying to let go of any fears, to let go of fears by doing something different, because by doing something different, that's ultimately going to lead to your happiness. No one, there's a message coming through that I'm getting. No one has the right to tell you what type of relationship that you should be in. So for some of you who are seeking something or in the process of starting a relationship or something like that, that others don't understand, but feels great to you, go for it, because only you know what makes you happy. Only you know what pleases you in a relationship. Okay. Everyone has their own happiness. So that is a message that I got for some of you, not all. Okay, so we have here, okay, by the book. And the next card that I have for here, have for you guys here is number 29. Breathe. Okay. So as you can see, 9, 10, 11, this card also resonates in 11 energy, which is why I say that that is very strong for you. So your intuition could be something that is very strong for you. And it also speaks to meditation. Meditation could be something that works very well for you, that can help you if you are having any kind of struggles, especially with this round and round energy. So if you are going through, if this is causing you any kind of difficulties, any kind of hang-ups, really look to your intuition to guide you. Meditation could be a good idea. So allow answers to come to you, through meditation. That can also be a good thing to do. Okay, so the breathe card has to do with, this also deals with meditation. So meditation, patience, breathing, stopping to smell the flowers, allowing things to unfold as they will, slowing down and trusting that your higher power, your spiritual guidance, God, the universe, whatever is your higher power, has your best interest in mind and will do the work for you, will do the hard work for you. But it's your time now to just breathe and accept, slow down and trust that spirit, that God, that the universe has your best interest in mind, okay? This is saying to not be in a rush, just breathe, because sometimes our hearts need time to heal, or they need time to open up to new romance, to new love. If you are in a position where you are somewhat closed or somewhat hesitant, your heart may need time to open up. And this is saying to also release anxiety. Release anxiety. The person in this picture, she looks like she has so much wisdom, so much strength, and so much anxiety, and so much calm, because she's gotten to a place where she knows that spirit, that God, that the universe has her best interest in mind. She knows that there is no extreme effort to put out, and she trusts that what is hers will not be withheld from her. She has no anxiety, and she has the patience. I don't know if you guys can see her face, but she has the patience to allow Spirit to work things out in divine timing. Another message that I'm getting for some of you is that, and I believe I did. Hi guys, I keep stopping the video on accident. I don't know what's happening, but a message that I'm getting for some of you guys is to allow the universe to unfold events and have events happen in its own time. Breathe right now and allow events to happen in their own time and in their own place, because that is the way that they unfold the best for you, without you having to intervene and put in effort that really will not change the outcome of the situation, at least for the better. Interference is something that I'm hearing, so a lack of interference. Okay, so the next card that I have for you, Pisces, is number 38, which also resonates in 11 energy. And let me say this too. Also, this 11 energy, it adds up to a 2 energy, which 2 is partnerships and cooperation and things like that. So this could be saying that this seeking of wisdom, this using your intuition, this going about things in a new way, seeing past mistakes in relationships, or not mistakes, I don't want to say mistakes, but seeing past patterns in relationships and going about things in a different way, and as opposed to being afraid or putting forth too much effort, sitting back and breathing. And this fairness, this justice, this equal give and take will lead to positivity and lead to cooperation and harmony and togetherness in your love and romantic relationships. So this card here, to be fair, deals with balance. Okay, balance. In the tarot deck, traditional tarot deck, this card is the Justice card, which also has to do with fairness, equal give and take. Okay, this is talking about mutual benefits in relationships. So this card is saying that in our lives, we have times where we do, and there are times when we be and when we do, when we sit back and we have action. There are times when things are good and times when things are bad. And this is saying that if in mid-February 2017, if there's a time when things don't look as though they're turning out the way you want them to, remember that every experience has its place and every experience has a greater purpose. So even if there are experiences that are not so positive, they all have a greater purpose and they all fit into the context of your life. Even the ones that come through this round and round. So if there is a pattern that you've been repeating, something that hasn't benefited you, something that has caused difficulties, it may have been necessary. It may have been necessary because it may just have a part in the greater whole. For example, if you are repeating a pattern over and over again, once you get out of that pattern, once you see your involvement in the pattern, and I would also like to say this is a message I'm getting for some of you. For some of you, it's easy to look at the past and those who we were in past relationships with in order to blame them for a situation, or in order to blame them for something that didn't happen the way that we wanted it to, or blaming them for our pain. However, we have to take a look at our role in the situation, because we all have a role. Okay, even if we're being hurt by someone, we all have a role. For example, allowing this person to do this to you. And then in that situation, it may be good to look at why you allow this person to do this to you. Or looking at the type of people that you get into relationships with. For example, it's just an example. Say you become involved with individuals that end up stepping behind your back and going to sleep with other people. Okay, this is saying that in this example, and of course this is a general reading, so this speaks to everyone in different ways, but this is saying to look at, I'm hearing, look at your involvement of why you choose those types of people. Why do you choose people that are unfaithful to you? Why do you choose people that are not able to provide you with the love, stability, support, the romance, the respect, cherishing, whatever it is that you seek in your relationships? People seek love in different ways. But look at your involvement of why, or think about why. This could be a good time to use your intuition. Why you allow yourself to be involved in those types of situations and do something different. Even if you have fear about doing something different, do something different, okay? Go for an equal give and take. Go for an equal give and take in your relationships. And accept that there are times that they're good, and there are times that there are times that are good, times that are not so good. However, if you just breathe and allow the universe to take care of you, then you can accept these experiences without judgment and see how the universe, see how God, see how your higher power, see how your higher power is integrating those situations, these situations, into the greater part of your life. So then you can do something different and move forward in a relationship that is better suited for you. Move forward in some, even if you're already in a relationship or single, you can move forward and achieve the type of love and romance that you truly deserve. So this card also speaks to remaining open and objective and seeking mutual benefit in your relationship. So if you have been in relationships where you have been only giving and not taking, or it could be only taking and not giving, seek mutual benefit in your relationships now, in your relationships moving forward. Okay, understand others as well as ask to be understood. Work on this cycle. Okay, use your intuition. And this should bring some enlightenment to you that will affect you moving forward in your love and relationships, or even in the romantic partners that you pursue, or just how you go about relationships. All right, so Pisces, those are the messages that I have for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you find it useful for you in the ending portion of February 2017. If you like this reading, please thumbs up and like this reading. Please share this video, share this reading, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please send me an email at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. If you need help finding your lost items, if you need help retrieving your lost items, please email me at powerlifehypnosis@gmail.com. Check out the details below in the description box for my February drawing. Thank you so much, and I'm looking so forward to seeing you all soon. Bye, Pisces.